Dave said this morning that your swing is in a spot that is the best he's seen in 2 years. Do you feel the same way?
I mean, that's what my dad said also. So I do feel good, obviously. I feel like it's just been in a good spot since I started hitting this offseason. And this first week, it's been good. So it's nice to be able to hit a ball to the left center already. So that's a good sign. I'm able to make an adjustment. I was a little quick in the first at bat and able to adjust off of it and hit a ball into the gap. So good thing so far.
Is that something that you credit your ankle being fully healthy, not coming off surgery?
I would just say it's a normal offseason, yeah. I mean, the whole offseason last year was just seeing if I can get into a stance. I mean, I hadn't swung a bat until, I think, a day before FanFest last year, so obviously just a nice normal offseason definitely helps. So I feel good, body feels good, so hopefully I can keep the swing in this spot and I don't have to complain about a cut swing in 2 months.
When did you start this year?
I always start every year. If it's a healthy year, it's about a week after New Year's.
Okay.
When did you realize you talk about the 35 to 40 kind of plate appearances, things like that. When did you realize that number was so important?
I mean, it's kind of evolved. Obviously, when you're younger, you get as many at bats as they tell you to get at bats, and then as you get a little older and you realize by 45, 50, that's kind of when I started to feel good. Like some guys like to play a little less. I've played with guys back in the day that only needed 25, but I always seem to be okay the first week or two, and then there's about a week in between where it looks like I've never played the game before, so I need to get that out of the way and then go back. So usually 45 to 50, I also like to shock the body, so I'll play back-to-back quicker. I'll play back-to-back this weekend. So it's just more of just getting ready and getting reps. And 47 is usually, I'm doing 47 this year. Is it going to change? Maybe I get 2 at-bats in 2 innings. Doc wants me to play another couple innings of defense. I'll get a third one. But right now it is 47 on the dot. So we'll see if that holds true or not.
The whole ABS this year, you challenged it. What's the game plan, the strategy as hitters going into it? Is it a series by series, game by game, where everybody has to have a strategy going into it?
Yeah, so I think we had the first staff meeting about it with the hitting coaches, trying to figure out game plan strategies. Maybe if we're, 5th, 6th inning, we have one left, we kind of leave it up to Will and the pitcher because it's kind of a little bit more important. But right now, I think I was the first position player to do it. And I was just more of trying to learn because to me, I still think it's down. But that's what you got to do. Like, I need to know if I'm right, because if I didn't challenge that, I would have thought it was down the whole time. And then, I just wanted to get going. So Will did the same thing. Maybe the low strike and high strike we heard might be a little bit more strike calls on that system. So I just wanted to start using it, even though if I'm wrong, I need to know so I can figure out the zone going in the season.
As you're standing straight up right now, your height is a lot different than what your height is when you're in the batter's box. Is that your understanding? Is that taken account for?
Yeah, so we were not allowed to measure until a certain time. A few days ago, we had to wait till a specific time, and it's because of you're taller when you wake up, because you've been laying down the whole time. Gravity over time will make you shrink by the end of the day. So I think it's more of it's going to be a little bit different for like Max Muncy is measured standing up straight. He crouches a lot more in his stance, so maybe that high strike's going to be a little different. So I think we do, even if we're wrong, I think we need to use it, even though if we lose them early, just to figure out the top and bottoms of the zone. So I thought it was low, it wasn't, so now I know I got to go after that a little bit more. So it's just more of learning. You just got to learn, you adjust. It's the rule, it's there, so we got to figure it out.
Freddie, with as much as you're going to be balancing different things throughout the spring, how much is being familiar with ABS going to be a priority for you?
Yeah, I mean, it's there, but it's not more of a priority. It's going to be very rare if you ever see me challenge challenge in the season. I'd rather our pitchers and catchers get that. It's, for me, the only time I'll do it is if it's top 9, bottom 8, massive situation, 2nd and 3rd, and I know if that 2-1 pitch is outside, maybe I'll do that so I'm not 2-2, but that's just my way of I'm going to go about it. We still have not talked about strategies of how we're going to use it. So a lot of us are still trying to learn it, and I think that was good today. Me and Will were able to use it. We were both wrong, so it's good. Sometimes you got to live, and you got to learn from it. And so we have not sat down as a group, as a hitting group, to go over strategies, and I think that will also go into the pitching side too. Do we want a certain inning? Do we just let the pitchers have it? And so it's a strategy. It really is. You only get 2, and you want to make them count. So spring training is the time to figure it out and figure out your zone and see if you can have a better idea of it going into the season.
If everyone were kind of left up to their own devices, who do you think would be like the most litigious?
I think we all know. Max likes to think everything's. I think Max would be the first one. I think Andy likes to think all of them are balls. We all want them to be balls. So, but I don't know. I really don't know the strategy. I know we're going to sit down soon. I think the staff had their first one about how they kind of want to go over it, and then we'll sit down the next week, I'm sure, and develop a strategy how we want to deploy it during the regular season too.
First, I gotta ask you, just getting back out there, it feels funny to ask. Were there any nerves getting back out on the mound?
A little bit, yeah, a little bit. Honestly, I was more nervous in my first live ABs because Show was like, "Hey, I want a little piece of that." I was like, "Okay, let's go, come on."
And you brought it.
That was fun, yeah. That was good. That was a good first time, man. That's we've been waiting for that one.
Mm-hmm. Just to feel the fans, the standing ovation they gave you. Obviously, they've shown their support so much, but just to feel it in person, how special is that for you?
Yeah, I mean it's been hard actually. It's I guess it's hard in a good way because I want to interact with all the fans and stuff like that, but I know that I have a job to do. So, even on the backfields, first day, we walk out the doors and cheers and lots of love. So. It means a lot to not only myself, but for K too.
It's been a while since you were on the mound. What have you kind of tried to focus on as far as the mechanics, just staying within yourself when you go out there?
Yeah, honestly, in November I got back to work, just throwing, getting the body just right. I just want to have fun on the mound. Honestly, I just want to be able to spaz out and kind of just be myself out there because right now that's I feel really good out there and it's just me and myself and baseball.
Are you getting the action that you want on your fastball?
I think so. I haven't looked at anything today, but keeping hitters off balance and throwing my slider for a strike, pounding the zone. That's all I really want to work on for right now. And when the game has me adjust, we'll be there for that.
How fun were those live ABs you got against Shohei over the last week here?
Honestly, that was cool. It kind of, I haven't competed like that in quite some time. So, Sho's the most competitive guy that I know, and I'm ready for it. And that was fun. That was a good little tune-up, and it was fun.
Did you go back up to him after and be like, "Hey, you want?"
I asked him a couple times, just kind of seeing where the arm slot was, and with fastballs and sliders, and then it was actually funny. I saw somebody on Twitter had asked oh, now let Vesia get in the box against Shohei, and I was like, no thanks, absolutely not. So I'll stick to the pitching side, but today was great.
You had a challenge while you were out there, and the catcher
won
it for you, Rush won it for you. So you're an emotional guy. Do you have any hard and fast rules about, hey, I'm not going to challenge, I'm leaving that up to the catcher?
Honestly, I didn't even think about it until Rush did it. And I was like, oh, okay, yeah, we're doing that, right? So, honestly, I'm going to leave that to Rush and to Will. I think that they've got a pretty good idea of the zone. For myself, I'm just going to try to hit the glove.
I know you talked in years past about trying to come into camp in the right kind of space physically between the strength and just being able to move. How do you feel like you struck that balance, this winter? And how you
I'll be completely honest. I probably spent way too much time in the gym. Probably I needed it, but I feel really good. I think that my throw's in a really good spot. At least from all the coaching staff, they're very encouraged with where I'm at. I think I was 90, 92 today, so I'll take that. I've come into camp where I'm 86, 88, so as long as the fastball has the ride and the efficiency, we're going to be in a good spot, and we'll keep building from there. But I am actually really happy that first outing we're in a good spot.
Is the bullpen the biggest secret on this team? How good you guys are and can be?
Man, we got a lineup, we got starting pitching, we bullpen. I mean, it's gonna be a fun year. I'm really excited. I think we're gonna do some really cool things this year.
Thank you.
What does it mean to you to have other players stand up and high five you when you're in the dugout?
Yeah, no. I think I said it in my statement. Being around the guys, it's really been comforting. We've had multiple conversations, and guys are asking me questions and just trying to feel for me, and that's honestly been a blessing. I do like talking about it with the guys and whatnot, and I don't want them to feel like they can't because to share those important moments and whatnot. These guys are my brothers, man. I truly do love all of them. So yeah, it's meant a lot.
So pretty cool the fact they get up from the bench to
Yeah. I mean, honestly, like I came in the dugout and I was just hyped. I got 3 outs, and and then everybody was just telling me good job and whatnot. Yeah, it was a little overwhelming, and then talking with Mark and Connor, and just trying to take it all in. Definitely was nice.